Welcome back. Well, what a career Amari Avery has already had. And she's not even done with college yet. Back in 2019, at the age of 15, Amari won the California Women's Amateur, joining a list of champions that included Julie Inkster, Patty Sheehan, and Amy Olcott. So let's look at her career accomplishments so far. She's from Riverside, California, local to the home state here at Pebble, rising junior at Southern Cal at the moment, 4 collegiate victories, part of that winning U.S. team at the 2023 Palmer Cup and the 2022 Curtis Cup. And she has, of course, advanced to this week's field by becoming the medalist of the Rancho Santa Fe qualifiers. So with that, I'm so pleased to welcome rising star Amari Avery onto our desk here at the US Women's Open. Amari, really good to see you. You just mentioned a little bit there about your first impressions of Pebble. We were just talking in the break about the comparisons of what it's like on TV compared to playing it for the first time. Just tell us what you said.
I mean, there's nothing quite like it. I mean, I've played a ton of golf courses, and I will continue to play a ton of golf courses, but this is something I've only ever seen on TV. Never actually been here in person until this week, and like I said, everything is much smaller than it is on TV.
I understand that you had a vacation plan for this week. At least I read that. In Mexico, is that right?
Yeah, I was planning on going to Cabo with my boyfriend and his family, and he actually caddied for me before at the qualifier, and I got through, and I told him, should have caddied worse. I would have went to Cabo, but I think I'd rather be here.
Happy to change those plans, no doubt.
Yeah.
Take us through the qualifying process, because there is something special about playing a U.S. Open at Pebble Beach. Take us through your emotions of that day, and in particular, the last couple of holes, knowing that it was within your grasp.
Yeah, I mean, I've played a ton of qualifiers, and we all know that it's anybody's game, especially when it's 36 holes. It can kind of go either way. It can go really good or really bad, really fast. So, I mean, honestly, I was very calm for the most part. I mean, like I said, I've played a ton of qualifiers, so I kind of just pulled experience from past ones, and I've qualified into the U.S. Open once before, so I just figured I kind of had a little bit of a ledge on everybody else, and I had someone familiar on the bag, my boyfriend, so it was just really chill the whole day, and honestly, I didn't check the scores until the last hole, just to make sure I didn't make any dumb mistakes.
Amari, you just mentioned qualifying for Olympic a couple of years ago, and I talked to you there, and you were thinking about maybe going to Q school, weren't quite sure what you were going to do. How has your time at USC made you a better player?
Yeah, I mean, I have to give it all to my coach, Justin Silverstein, and my assistant, Tiffany. They've all been great to me, and I really didn't think I would become such a great player just from being in college. But honestly, I think I needed it. I mean, I think physically I'm a really great golfer, but I think I needed to spend some time off the golf course and kind of find myself, just as an adult. So I figured that out. But yeah, I got to give it all to my coach. I mean, I wouldn't be here without him, and I wouldn't have seen a lot of these golf courses and made a lot of achievements without him.
Mari, since the word go, almost since the day you were born, it was almost like you were destined to be a professional golfer. And your story is so fascinating. I know you picked up a golf club before you were even just 4 years old. By 6, you'd won dozens of youth golf tournaments. And your father, Andre, quickly realized what a special, special talent you are. And, of course, quickly made comparisons to Tiger with shared birthdays, shared backgrounds. The fact you both grew up in Orange County. You both made your first hole-in-one at Hartwell Golf Course in Long Beach. So he coined you Tigress. Tigeress. What was that like growing up with a father who had so much belief in you?
I mean, he still has so much belief in me. If anything, it's grown more. And I mean, having that nickname really just tied me closer to Tiger, but I've kind of shed that a little bit and kind of come into my own, which I love, and I'm just kind of trying to create my own image out here.
I know you're a long hitter, but other than your strength, what is the strength of your game, and what are you working on right now?
Yeah, I think I've been really trying to focus on short game a lot. Like you said, I'm a pretty long hitter, so I have a lot shorter yardages into some of these holes than other players. So just kind of dialing that in, because I can kind of lose some shots there. I think as you kind of come out to the tour and just some of these higher levels of golf, you notice that everyone's really good and they can hit every single club. So I mean, that's just kind of what I'm trying to do and just tie it all in. And I mean, I use my putting to my advantage sometimes. It kind of saves me a little bit, but I just think if I can help myself out around the greens, that'll pick up some shots.
Mari, earlier this year, you did something that I thought was so remarkable, and that you played a major championship without a practice round, without ever completely blind, and you made the cut.
Yeah.
This was at the Chevron, of course, and you were racing after a victorious Pac-12 run.
Yeah.
What did you learn about yourself that week and your game and playing on this kind of stage?
Yeah, I just think it kind of prepared me almost for the tour life that I want to have very soon. But I just kind of realized that it's just going to be go, go, go all the time. And I can't really, rely on just getting a week break if I want, So, I mean, coming after Pac-12s and just winning that in kind of great fashion, actually, I think that was really cool. And I think it honestly helped me, not having to, gear up too much or spend like a week preparing for the tournament. I just kind of went from one competitive round to the next, and that's what it kind of felt like. And I think I told you, it didn't really feel like a major championship until Saturday or Sunday. So.
Amari, another one of your great highlights, I know, I'm sure, was the 2022 Augusta National Women's Amateur, where you finished tied for 4th, and that week sort of really put you on the map as well in front of the media and earned you a lot of golf fans, that's for sure. I mean, that week is sort of very mirroring of this week in terms of elevating the women's game on these globally recognized and beloved stages. Just talk us through, as such a young amateur in this game, getting the opportunity to compete at such a high level on a course like Augusta National.
I mean, I'd be lying if I said I dreamed about it. I never thought I would play Augusta National, let alone play it at, the highest ranked amateur event ever. So playing there and playing well in 2022 was, like you said, one of the highlights of my career and really put me on the map a little bit and just kind of took me away from that junior golf spotlight and more to the amateur golf and soon pro golf highlight. But, playing at Augusta and playing well there and just playing on a course with so much history, knowing that you might have hit the same shot that somebody else did, is really cool.
You've hinted at it twice in this interview when you've talked about professional golf soon, in the near future. So what are your plans going forward to turn professional?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure yet. I'm still in school, and I still plan to be at school, at least for this next semester. But we just lost in the finals at Nationals, and it kind of stings a little bit. But so I'm hoping maybe I'll come back for another national championship, but we're not sure yet.
Okay, well, Amari Avery, you have got one very bright future ahead. We can't wait to see what you do in this game, and absolute best of luck competing at Pebble Beach this week.
Thank you guys.